Video has really put the focus on bus driver safety. Today, the Cleveland City Council took up that issue, and News Channel 5's Michael Baldwin was there. Michael, rider and driver safety is really on the minds of a lot of people right now.
It certainly was. Over the last 5 years, the RTA has averaged 14 or 15 documented assaults on bus drivers each year. Now, the head of the RTA, Joe Calabrese, says those numbers are not alarming but concerning. He and City Council focused their conversation on the safety of drivers and also talked about banning riders who get convicted of assault on transit operators. The members of Cleveland City Council's Public Safety Committee went at it with the heads of the RTA. At some points, it was contentious as both sides went back and forth. The RTA says despite recent attacks on their drivers, riding the bus is safe.
Typically, the average RTA customer can commute their whole life and never be in a situation where they witness a bus driver being assaulted, and that's the good news.
Numbers released by the Transit Authority show from 2006 through 2011, there were 72 reported assaults on drivers. So far this year, there have been 25 assaults, with 4 coming just last month. City Council members like Kevin Conwell question why the RTA hasn't done anything to reduce that number.
So when you see the trend, you start putting systems in place on how to do prevention. Don't wait until the 5th year. I think that he should have started executing earlier.
All sides agree that if you verbally or physically assault a driver, you could be permanently kicked off city buses.
The riders have to understand that there's a price to pay if you act like a fool or an idiot on a bus.
So we need to stop and send a message to these individuals. When you do things like that on that public transportation, RTA and the union are standing strong together.
And if they're misbehaving and that's continuous, they should lose their rights to use RTA, and we're very supportive of that.
The RTA, with union agreement, asked City Council to support legislation swirling around in Columbus that would make it a felony to attack a transit worker in Ohio. The union also pushed for putting in shields like this one to protect drivers.
If we're not going to have the laws right away, we got to have something in place.
Councilman Conwell plans to ride the bus with Nix to get a better sense of what drivers are going through and to ask them questions. Now, the RTA will introduce a new app next month which will allow riders to take a picture with a smartphone, then transmit that image anonymously to transit police if they see something wrong, and the RTA says they will respond immediately. Lee?
There is